What if I told you, no matter how dysregulated or frantic life can get, our bodies remember how to be calm. Sometimes they just need a little help, a little nudge to get back to it. Hello, friend, and welcome to Torches Yoga and Mindfulness. I'm Lauren, and I'll be your coach. And before we get into today's video, before we talk about skill number 6 of mindfulness, I wanted to say hello to all the new members we have in our community. Every week I'm seeing more and more people join the Torches community, and it just makes my heart so happy. I am so happy to see y'all here investing in yourselves and caring for yourselves. It's not selfish. It's how we create a better world around us. I am so grateful to have you here, so thank you so much. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of our mindfulness tips. All right, I'll stop gushing now, but really glad to have y'all here. Today, we are diving into mindfulness skill number 6, which is inner calm. If you are just joining us, no worries. You can catch skills 1 through 5 on my YouTube page, and I've got a playlist for it so you can find them all in one place, and you don't have to practice them or view them, learn them, whichever. You don't have to do it in order. While they do build from one to the next, there are no prerequisites with mindfulness. Let's be honest, friend. Sometimes life snowballs. It seems just like one thing after another keeps happening, keeps going wrong. And suddenly, we're tense, scattered, and on edge. Our defenses go up, and it makes it seem like calm is way out of reach. So maybe we try to just push through it, but we end up more frantic. Or we freeze up, shut down, numb out, and disconnect. Now, this might sound controversial, but I promise you, calm is actually our natural state. It's still there. It's always there. It's just buried under the noise of our day-to-day lives. But lucky you have a mindfulness coach as a friend, and it is mindfulness that helps us return to calm. Today, we're going to explore both the sacred and the scientific roots of calm. And I've got some exercises to share with you that you can use to bring calm back into your own life. Long before neuroscience, there was stillness. In spiritual traditions, calm is sacred. It's a gateway to connect with the divine, ourselves, and nature. So in Christian mysticism, silence is where one meets God. Be still and know that I am God. Psalms 46:10. In Buddhism, calm, or shamatha, is the foundation of insight, found through breath and focus. In Vedic traditions, Shanti means not just peace, but cosmic alignment. And Sufi mystics speak of surrender as a peaceful resting in divine will. Even the Greek Stoics viewed ataraxia, or tranquility, as the highest of human virtues, a mind undisturbed by external chaos. These traditions didn't just see calm as a practice to de-stress. They saw it as a return to what's real, a soft landing in truth, safety, and belonging. Even today, when we take a pause and settle into our breath, we are participating in a legacy of remembrance. My friend, peace is not something we chase. It's something we return to. Nowadays, we know that inner calm and peace isn't just a mindset. It's a physiological state. When we're stuck in fight or flight, our sympathetic nervous system takes over. Our heart rate increases, the stress hormone surges, and we hyper-focus on survival, which is great and helpful in times of crisis, but it can take its toll over long periods of time. It's meant to come in short bursts, not to be a state we live in forever. Chronic stress affects our sleep, our immunity, our digestive system, and it can even reshape our brain, making the amygdala, our fear center, more active, and our prefrontal cortex, our decision-making, less effective. But the good news is we have a built-in counterbalance, our parasympathetic nervous system, or our rest and digest. When we breathe deeply or tune in mindfully, we are sending a signal to our brains and to our bodies that we can rest, we are safe, we can soften and just come home to our peace and calm. And this is where the vagus nerve comes in. So the vagus nerve is our longest cranial nerve. It starts at our brainstem and it goes all the way down deep into our intestines, connecting with several different organs, our heart, our lungs, our digestive tract, and kind of everything in between. And when we stimulate the vagus nerve through movement, through cold water, breath, and humming, we're not just calming down for the moment. We are rewiring our stress response and building resilience. So, friend, this first practice I have for you today is very simple and very powerful, and it's backed by science and somatic therapy, and it's the VOO sound. So the VOO sound that we'll make in the exercise sends a vibration, a humming down your chest, down your diaphragm, and into your abdomen, right along the same path that vagus nerve takes. So the vibration stimulates that vagus nerve to take us from the fight or flight into the rest and digest. And it's really simple to do. So you'll want to do this seated or standing. You want to make sure your spine is straight but not rigid, just giving us a nice clear pathway. So you're going to take a nice deep breath in, pulling from deep in the abdomen, not just expanding the chest. We're going to pull deep in from the diaphragm. And on our exhale, we're going to make that VOO sound. Nice, long, deep exhales, feeling that vibration, that humming deep in your chest and deep in your diaphragm. So let's take 3 VOO style breaths together. Ready? Take a nice deep inhale. Let's do it one more time. Nice deep inhale. And let it out. One more time, friend. Nice deep inhale. And let it out. All right. Bring your breath back to its normal rhythm and take stock. Take a little quick inventory. Do a body scan. See if you notice if your jaw is relaxed, if your shoulders have relaxed. Maybe your thoughts have slowed down. I tell you, I think I've said this in an earlier video where we talk about switching from the sympathetic nervous system to the parasympathetic nervous system, and y'all are gonna put me to sleep. Speaking of that, this next exercise changed my life. It is one of my absolute favorites, and I can tell you I practice it daily. It's another simple breathing technique that I call 4-2-6. We're going to take that nice deep inhale for 4 counts, hold it for 2 counts, and then exhale for 6 counts. At night, when I'm trying to lay down to go to sleep and my mind's replaying through everything I said today, running through the checklist to make sure I didn't miss anything, or wondering what my 4th grade best friend is up to these days, I practice my 4-2-6 breath, and 3 or 4 of these, and I am out. And I'll tell you what, I feel like I sleep so much deeper and so much better when I use this practice before sleeping. So to do it, we'll just take a nice deep diaphragm breath in through the nose for 4 counts, hold for 2, and exhale for 6. All right, so I'll guide you through this one. Nice inhale for 4 counts, in through the nose, 2, 3, 4, hold 2, out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very nice. We can even add a physiological sigh, another little practice. We can add that in after our inhale. So what that would look like is you'll take your inhale for 4 counts, and when you get to the top to hold it, you're going to take 2 more short, quick inhales. So we breathe in, 3, 4, hold. And you can sigh it out loudly, audibly, or you can make it silent. Doesn't really matter. That's an inhale for 4. Take 2 short puffs when you get to the top of the breath, and then exhale for 6. That physiological sigh, so those 2 extra puffs at the end, help to clear out excess and residual carbon dioxide that can build up in our bloodstreams. And this excess carbon dioxide has been found to contribute to anxiety and stress. Those 2 quick short bursts clear out that excess, helping us to more effectively return to our calm. So the next exercise I have for you comes from mindfulness-based cognitive therapy, MBCT. This one's great to use when you're feeling anxious, when you're feeling bored, or when your mind's just really busy and it just kind of won't stop. But in a time when you don't want to sit down and meditate, where sitting still seems problematic and like a chore in itself. And in this one, we let the moment describe itself. So for this practice, we just rest our eyes on an object and describe it. I could use my jasper stone here as an example. And I'm going to use just really simple descriptors for it. It's oval, it's smooth, it's red, it's cold, it hums with its own energy. We're not analyzing, we're not judging, we're just naming what is actually there. And just this simple act of describing this object for what it is brings our minds out of that mental loop and back into the present moment. It's subtle and it's powerful. Thank you, Jasper. All right, friend, and the final practice I have for you today is mindful micro movements. Sometimes our bodies resist stillness because they haven't been seen all day. Maybe your day primarily consists of you being confined to a seat, whether it's in a desk, in a truck, or in the cockpit of an airplane. So instead of forcing our bodies into stillness, invite calm with small mindful movements. Try some neck rolls. Do some shoulder circles, lifting up by your ears and dropping them down. Reverse that, bring them forward. If lifting it up pinches and hurts your neck, another good way to practice some shoulder movements is just by, like, I call it flexing your wings. Flexing your wings. Bring them forward. Shine the heart center out. Bring them forward. Little mini cat cows. And then another really good one, I'm going to take my bracelets off because they're that loud, is flicking your wrists like you're shaking water off your hands. Shake off that energy. Shake it out. Get the wiggles out. Maybe even stomp a little. Try a couple of these small movements now and see if anything shifts for you. You might already be tapped into your parasympathetic nervous system because of our breathing exercises, but give it a go. See what happens. And the next time you find yourself in a stressful situation, maybe walking away from it, we didn't respond, we reacted, that's okay. Remember, mindfulness after the fact still counts. So shake it off and reflect instead of ruminate. These little intentional movements help discharge built-up energy. And in the stillness that follows the practice, calm feels like less of a demand and more of an offering. Those are the practices I have for you today. I'll leave you with one more thought to consider. The path back to inner calm isn't about shutting down our emotions or ignoring reality. It's about remembering who we are underneath all this noise. Calm is sacred, calm is science, and calm is your birthright. And it is always just one moment, one breath, one practice away. If you're ready to take that deep dive into your own calm, make sure you check out the guided meditation I have for you this week, inspired by the Greek Stoics' ataraxia. Next week, we're going to talk about the summer solstice with a mindful twist. So make sure you like and subscribe and hit that little notification bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads. Thank you so much for sharing a piece of your day with me, friend. Thank you for investing in yourself. Stay present, stay kind to yourself, and I will see you soon.